Hi, I'm Andy Larsson with Skinner Sights, and today we're going to be talking about meat packing guns. Now, this isn't necessarily your hunting gun. This is the one that you carry while you're packing your meat out. That may not be as important everywhere as it is to us here in western Montana, but these days when the grizzly bear hears the gun go off, to them it can be a dinner bell. Not every time, but it's getting increasingly more common. I'm going to tell you a quick story about a man named Omar Hilston. Not too far, maybe 50 miles as the crow flies that direction. Tim Omar Hilston was dressing out an elk he'd killed one morning. As he was dressing out that elk, nobody knows for sure because Tim would have been the only one to tell the story. A grizzly came in from behind him and killed him for his elk carcass. There's a cross memorializing that in the meadow where Tim died. My wife killed an elk not too far from that, just like a half a mile or so, a couple of years ago. And we had to go back in and pack that elk out in the snow. As we were doing that, we make sure that we have a team so that as we bring the meat out, we have people on watch, head on a swivel, to protect those who are packing the meat, whose heads and hands are busy doing other things. When you get up to that elk, you've got to bone it out, quarter it out, pack it out. You're very busy doing those things, and so your head's not up looking around at everything that's going on. So what we do is we put one person on point, usually with something powerful. This is a 4570 Marlin 1895 guide gun that I've shortened the barrel to 16 inches just to make it a lot more portable. You can see how easy that gun would pack. That person might be watching, keeping their heads up while we approach the kill from a distance. First, we look at it to see if there's anything on it. Watch for any movement in the area. Cautiously approach, and then we'll begin disassembling that animal and putting it in our packs. That point person then spends their time watching for us while we work. Now, we may be armed also. You can see I'm carrying my .44 revolver packed right here on the chest. That is a great place to carry it because it's right where you can access it. You're not trying to get in underneath a coat or a jacket or in a pack. You want it where you can lay your hands right on it. We also carry, as a first protection, our bear spray. This is pepper spray. It's good up to about 30 feet. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When it doesn't, then it's time for lead spray. We'd always prefer to use this as a deterrent, but if you can't, then you got to do something else, and that's where the firearm comes in. A lot easier to hit the bear with the pepper spray than it is with a gun. You must be an expert to be able to deliver a killing shot on a bear that might be coming at you at 30 miles an hour. That's a lot faster than you think, and it's got to all be reflex. With the pepper spray, also, if you have a bear and it gets your partner down, you can use the pepper spray to get the bear off your partner without endangering them with a bullet. That happens sometimes as well, and there have been people shot by their hunting partner trying to get the bear to leave them alone. These are handy, they're compact, it's a whole different ball game than the hunting itself, but it's essential. Increasingly in the mountains of the West, whether it's in Canada, Alaska, or here in Montana, Colorado even, Wyoming and Idaho certainly, this is becoming more and more important that you're well acquainted with this and know how to use it. Let me tell you why this gun is really useful for this. First of all, we have our Skinner sights on here. These are machined from solid steel bar stock. They are rugged as the rifle itself. You're not going to break one. It's not going to come out of adjustment. There's no tiny little parts to break or flimsy pieces. This is a rugged piece of equipment. I've got a large ghost ring on the rear and a large front sight that is our Bear Buster front sight. Easy to see when you throw it up and you go to do business. I'm Andy Larsson, www.skinnersights.com. Come and visit us. We're saving the world one gun sight at a time.